Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we've made it, guys. Today is the last season of FC25, and at the same time, the first official icon ratings for FC26. We have got more leaks for the upcoming preseason promo, of course, starting today with the new premium season pass, which may include our first FC26 carryover rewards. We'll talk more about that and get into the details of the official FC26 pre-order icon ratings, because those were tweeted out by EA. They're on their website. They are official, but this is causing quite a stir as there are two different ratings for each of these icons that have been released, and the dynamic images of these cards look very different from what we're used to seeing on all other icons in this game. So let's just spare the talking and get right into the details, guys. If you're excited for it today, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Now, if you're just watching this video today and you're here for the FC26 icons, make sure you skipped to that chapter of the video. But first, I do want to take a look at some of the content that dropped yesterday on Wednesday in FC25, because we had, I think, another EA test in Evolutions with a free Evo. Again, it's max 95 rated, but notice the requirements. I think this is the first evolution ever, especially this year, but ever, I think, that has ever required a player to have a playstyle to fit into the Evo. You have to have max 95 rating, bruiser playstyle base, max 10 playstyles, and 4 playstyle pluses, which is very interesting because you end up getting bruiser plus out of this evolution, but again, you have to have bruiser base to fit into it. I think this is maybe a little bit of an EA FC26 test as a part of this. I don't mind. It's something that makes it a little bit unique. It is a decent Evo. It's not super crazy. It gives some decent stat boosts, some okay playstyles, and of course, this was the Evo that was leaked a couple days ago. You get Bruiser Plus and Anticipate Plus from it. So I think I'm going to boost up this Yunus Musa here. One of the best cards that I've personally seen from this is, check out the Ciro Immobile. This card was so good for me during Shapeshifters when he dropped from the season pass. And now going to 5-star skills and getting the defensive boost all the way to 98. My goodness, what a freaking card that is, getting Bruiser Plus as well. There are some other options out there. You're seeing Matuidi, Teo Hernandez, Alicia Lehman. You got an Erling Haaland center back card that some people are putting into this one. So it's a decent Evo. It's free. It's only max 95 once again. We're probably not going to get another Evo at max 96 or above that until tomorrow on Friday. Watch out for more leaks related to Evos today. But that one yesterday was just interesting because of that playstyle requirement. Now to SBCs we go, where it wasn't that crazy of a day in this part of the game either. We do have the Makalele SBC, and he is very cheap. He's literally just a 90, 91, and 92, and 93 rated squad. So 4 squads, the way that I look at it, because an 84 squad, bronze and silver, is a piece of cake. But to be completely honest, at this stage of the game, a lot of people have insane CDMs, so this card is downvoted. But he is cheap, as we mentioned, but he is downvoted on Footbin, 73%. If that one interests you, go ahead and complete it, because 98 defending and 97 physical. If you have a 2 CDM setup and you want somebody who's faster, shiftier, gonna make those interceptions, kind of a Conte-esque card, this was the Conte before Conte with Makalele. He's gonna be good in game. Now, we also had the Footies Team 5 upgrade as expected yesterday. Do it. Probably get something not so good from it, but you still do it just in case. And that one was a very, very simple, what was it, like an 88 squad with an inform per expectations there, as well as a Footies Team or Footies Challenge 14 that was dropped yesterday as well for some tradable packs. Coins are important right now. Speaking of coins, I want to take a quick look at the market, a quick market mention, if you will, because look at our lovely favorite investment on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Team of the Weeks are in the bin. Guys, they're even cheaper than last week. They're 14,000 coins. This is an investment opportunity 100%, because even if the 85 times 10 doesn't go unlimited repeatable on Saturday of this weekend, if it's still 10 times repeatable per day, I still see Team of the Weeks going up in price. EA has not re-released Team of the Week cards in packs as a part of any of the best of re-releases yet. I don't think they would start now with the new preseason best of batches coming out this Friday. I think those are a good investment. And Team of the Season cards, they're down a little bit as well because of Team of the Weeks dropping and because of 86 times 11s dropping in the store as well. So if you sold these yesterday in and around the content drop time, you sold right at the right time because these were once again 25 to 27,000 coins. You can see the few that I had, we sold right in that range there, and they are ripe for investing as well. But the Team of the Weeks are the cheapest right now. That's where I would be buying, in my opinion. Now, that's enough market talk. Let's talk about the new season that is coming out today, because I'm recording this video just a few hours before it's going to come out. However, I know the cards, we know the cards that are going to be dropping in this season today. It was confirmed by the leakers that this De Bruyne, Rashford, Delap, and Modric are not going to be in packs. Right here, ASY Foot Trader says they are not in packs. So we're looking for these players in the season pass today, which of course is season number 10, the final season of the year. So these are the players that we expect to see as a part of this. Again, if KDB is the only 99, that's maybe a little bit of a problem, and he's probably going to be at the end of the season pass, but still, some 4 playstyle plus players at this stage. I was figuring that just about everything now would be moving towards the 5 playstyle pluses. I guess EA's holding on to that just a little bit. I don't really know what I think about that, but we do have Rashford, Modric, Delap is the Chelsea player that was hinted at yesterday, and De Bruyne. So these transfer players, of course, they bring an added level and a new level of fun, especially with football being back this weekend with some of the leagues starting up, the major leagues, especially the Premier League, getting going. You're going to see some of these players with their new clubs on the pitch and playing, and that's exciting, right? Same thing here for Dean Huijsen from Real Madrid. He's, of course, got a 98 rated center back card coming his way, 98 defense, 97 physical. Again, only 4 playstyle pluses. But again, you're more willing to use a player that's maybe not the most meta, like usable, but not the most meta, if it's a player that's transferred to your new team or you're excited to see that player at their new club. I think you're a little bit more willing to maybe use a card that's not a 99 rated, if you know what I mean, because it is a card at a new club. Reinders as well at Manchester City. There could be more players that are part of the season pass today, but I do want to show you these 3 or these few because they're probably all going to be in the pass today. Of course, if the pass comes out and these cards are not in it, that would mean that they would be either SBCs or objectives once we get the rest of the preseason content tomorrow on Friday. Now I want to talk about Evos because, of course, Evos and packs are a huge part of every single season pass as well. We've got a whole bunch of evolutions here that have been leaked by ASY Foot Trader, and my biggest question is, and we're going to know this soon today, what is the rating for these Evos? Of course, we have a lot of max 95s right now. Can we get some max 96? Some max 97s, and maybe even if we're lucky, a max 98, because I've got some 98 rated evolution cards in my club that need an extra playstyle plus. Like I'm looking at my 98 rated Ronaldinho card right now. I would use, let's say he already has finesse shot plus. I would use a low driven shot plus on this. I would use even a tiki taka plus on this Dino, as he's going to be playing on the wing for me. So if some of these Evos allow you to be putting playstyle pluses on 98 rated cards, that would be fantastic. Again, this is the last season of the year. Hopefully EA do not hold back with these Evos and make them really good. I know a lot of people are hoping for a center attacking mid rolls plus Evo. We don't have that in here. It's striker, CDM, right mid, and center back. I do not see a cam in there, unfortunately. Maybe we'll get one of those in an objective. A 99 pace Evo is pretty cool. And then this one is the real kind of question mark. FC26 club member Evo. That's what, of course, we're going to be looking for through this season today, is what FC26 rewards are available from this. Those would be the FC26 carryover rewards that we've been talking about with this preseason promo. That's one of the highlights of it. Play FC25, get rewards in FC26. This one specifically says club member. So either this is going to be a part of this season pass, or it's going to be something in the future that EA has just added to the code right now in terms of evolutions, because once again, this is a leak. So a lot of Evos, hopefully a lot of packs as well. We had some packs added to the code, right? The 4 and 5 times footies packs, that could be kind of the weekly play, the seasonal weekly play objective. But like, man, it would kind of be nice if we got to level 30. If this season's only going to be 30 levels, which I hope it is, because I don't want to be trying to grind for level 35 or level 40 in September, you know, a week or 2 before the next game comes out. Make this be a short and sweet season, EA, please. But like a 10 times footies or 7 times footies pack as we move throughout the season pass, That would be really cool. I really hope that these are not just packs for like, objectives or rewards or something. Like put those please in the season pass as well. So I know that some of this is going to be out by the time you guys are watching this video, but I wanted to go over everything for that season pass today. And with all of that being said, I would kind of maybe like the season pass to be less than 500,000 coins. I'm going to guess it's going to be 500K. We'll find out. But is it really worth that? Maybe. We'll just have to see what those FC26 carryover rewards are. And one thing I want to mention about the FC26 carryover rewards is I hope EA explain everything fully, okay? If they're going to say you have to get this done to get a reward in FC26, I hope it is fully and very easily explained on the website and in-game, because it just seems like one of those things that could end up going wrong and being mistaken and get people maybe spending their coins in a wrong spot or doing something they don't need to do or have to do to think that they're going to get FC26 rewards. So EA, please explain things good today. Also, if you're watching this video before the season pass drops, sorry for those watching afterwards, I'm going to open this 200,000 coin pack in a little bit and then save that SP to kind of go towards the next season, because why not? We have coins, we might as well do it. A little bit of a head start for a little bit less work at the start of this new season. Now, that's enough talk about the preseason season coming out today. There are more leaks definitely incoming, and we're going to talk about, there are other leaks for preseason content coming tomorrow inside of FC25, but I want to jump ship and talk about FC26 for a second, because yesterday as well was a big day of news for FC26 in terms of the icons. We have official, now confirmed names and ratings for the pre-order icons. But I want to explain how these work, because you maybe have seen some of the stats. We've seen a lot of the leaks already, like Toni Kroos was a 90. EA dropped the official ratings, official stats. We now know when you pre-order the game, all the icons that are going to be in that pack that you could potentially get to be starting off FC26, and we know what their starting rating is going to be and what their ending rating is going to be. So this is the EA tweet here. You can go check it out. Again, they're kind of going with the club is yours. They're saying the icons are yours as requested by you, which this is a W icon class. Let's just skip right to it. Even Mbappe and Lewis Hamilton agree it's a W set of icons. This is the icons that are available from the pre-order pack. We have got 3 92 rated cards. Again, these are the upgraded versions. We'll talk about the 2 different versions here in a second. These are how these cards are going to look in November, basically in December. This is not how they will be rated at the drop. But you've got the 12 new icons. There are 12 brand new cards coming as icons in FC26, and then you have 3 others to make up the 15 players. Zlatan, Iniesta are 9 or 92. Oliver Kahn and Thierry Henry are 91s. Alex Morgan, 91 as well. Seeger, Cruz, Chiellini, Totti are 90s and 89s. And you've got Gerrard, Jones, Cha, and CC. So those are the cards there. This graphic is actually missing Marcelo. They're going to be in there as well. But this is the real ticket, right? This is EA's official website about the FC26 icons. I will link this down below in the description. And one thing I love about this website, which I guess is kind of confirmed as EA is posting it here, is the dynamic images for these cards. Look at this. Alex Morgan on the left, kind of a younger version of Alex Morgan. And then on the right, you've got the upgraded one. Now, of course, this is what there is to know about these 2 different versions. On the left, as you would imagine, the 86 rated Alex Morgan would be the quality of the icon. This is the debut version of the icon that we would be getting when we pre-order FC26. When we open that pack on day 1 of getting into FC26, you're going to be packing an 85 or an 86 rated pre-order icon card. And then on November 30th, these cards are going to upgrade to their higher rating. That's a very sizable boost. +6 for Zlatan, going from an 86 rated Ajax Zlatan in his younger years to prime Zlatan 92 rated at PSG. And that's the big thing that we're noticing. This is officially on EA's website with these dynamic images. Has EA got something different going on this year with the dynamics? Because we've never seen before. The only time we've ever seen before icons wearing club kits was in like the, what was it, FC24 Ultimate Edition cover, when you had those like weird looking rendered images that were not accurate. They were meant to be, I think, like generated by some sort of software. They looked a little off, but like they had club kits on then. But these cards have club kits on, and they're actually on cards. And if they're on EA's website, these might be the actual dynamic images of the icons in game, which I think is really cool because what we're used to with icons, of course, is always the black and white image, even for the guys that don't even seem that old, but they have icon cards. Like what we're used to is this, right? The dynamic images are black and white, grayscale, Gerard, Casillas, Stoichkov, every single icon card from the base version through all the promos. It's always black and white scale like that, which kind of makes them cool and unique as icons. But I like this twist on it. I kind of think that these cards will also have regular base icon versions that won't have this sort of dynamic image on them, but these pre-order icons are going to be set apart because of this. Now, Marcelo's going to start as an 85 rated and then get upgraded to an 89 when he gets upgraded to a champion item. He's going to be probably one of the easier ones to pack. As we take a look at this list, it's really interesting to note the base ratings for a lot of these cards, right? 85 for Marcelo, 86 for Iniesta, but he's going to 92. All of the base cards are 85 or 86 rated. Totti from 85 to 89. You can also kind of look at this and see which cards are going to be the most packable. Like Totti, probably going to be pretty packable. Marcelo, that's not a bad thing, right? Toni Kroos is 86, maybe not as packable. Same thing with Oliver Kahn, especially because his overall goes all the way to 91. You've got Chiellini from 85 to 89. This reminds me of that flashback Chiellini card from a few years back. That was a really good card. Hopefully his pace is good, but that's going to be a more packable one. Boom Concha is going to be more packable as well. Same thing with CC and Jones. But when you take a look through this team, you'll notice that we don't have Gerard, R9, or Thierry Henry from this image. I would have to imagine that Thierry Henry's base would be an 86. Same thing with Ronaldo, R9. And then Gerard's base would probably be an 85 because most of the other 85 bases went up to 89 as well. So that's kind of what you can assume based off the 15 cards that are going to be in this pre-order pack. So again, I look at this and sure, it does come down to some specific stats, but at least for the very first couple weeks of the game, maybe the first month, even if you pack a Boom Kun Cha, a Sissi, a Gerard, or a Totti, if their stats aren't that great, they're still going to be usable because most, if not all, I think all of these cards should have one playstyle plus because last year for the heroes in the pre-order, they had one playstyle plus as well. And when they got upgraded in November, they didn't go to two playstyle pluses. They still were kept at 1 PS Plus. So it's going to be interesting to see with how big these upgrades are, how the power curve is going to shift. But I mean, it's looking pretty worth it just from the icon perspective here to be getting the pre-order because this is the craziest pack that we've gotten at the beginning of the game, getting an icon in the pre-order that upgrades. This is crazy. We had heroes last year. Before that didn't even have heroes or icons. So this is really, really mad that we have these in here. Of course, 7-day early access and all of the benefits make the Ultimate Edition worth it if you're going to play the game a lot. But this is looking pretty exciting for these special versions of these icon cards. Now, one thing I do want to mention here is as we look at these ratings, we're kind of like, wait a second. R9's base is 94. Like, Zlatan, what's his base going to be? I think for all these cards, their base icons, if they already have one, so like Henry, R9, and Gerard, probably going to stay the same. But for cards like Toni Kroos, for Alex Morgan, for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, that is a big question. What are the base ratings of some of these cards going to be on their normal icon versions? You know what I mean? Like, Zlatan was leaked allegedly to be 91. You know, somebody like Totti could be 88. It's really just going to depend because a lot of your base icon ratings are between 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90 with a couple going over 90, some of the top tier elite icons. I'd have to imagine that a lot of these base cards are going to have, or a lot of these cards are going to have base versions like maybe -1 or +1 from what this version is right here. We'll just have to see, but these cards are definitely going to be unique because I don't think EA would drop these upgraded cards in packs until November or December, but they could be in packs later on in the year, the champion versions, so we'll just have to watch out for that. But that's kind of everything that we know about these pre-order icons now, and it is nice if you want to again see this page and kind of deep dive into the descriptions they've got here or look into more of the card itself. You can look in the description of this video and I will post that link to this page right here. Now, one thing I do want to mention in closing, people are already asking, Nate, these cards are kind of low rated to start. If I pack 85 Marcelo, could I evolve him before he gets upgraded to an 89 and then get an extra boost on top of that? Technically, this is a live card, and I don't know if we'll be able to evolve 85 rated by then. It's possible, but it's always risky evolving a live card. Stat limits come into play like we noticed this year. So that's just something we're going to have to look at on a case-by-case basis as we get closer to this happening in FC26. But that is a very good question and something that we're going to have to watch out for. But that's everything you need to know about those icons there. I wanted to really cover that in depth today because I know as we get closer to 26, especially as we get closer to that pre-order reward, that's going to be a very important talking point right there. Now back to FC25. What we got to talk about is more preseason content because we have the chance to get FC26 packs in this game right now as we still chase the 99 rateds and some of the new transferred cards via SBCs, via objectives, and in the season pass. Now, we do have some more leaks for preseason cards that could be dropping this weekend or a part of this promo in the first week of it coming in the next week or so. We do have more SBCs, but unfortunately no 99s yet. Right now, still, Florian Wirtz 98 rated is the best SBC leak that we have. We do have a Joao Felix who's coming as an SBC, transferred to the Saudi League. Low-driven tiki-taka, rapid, and technical. He's always pretty good in game. Like, remember Joao Felix, was it this year or last year that he had like a Foot Champs reward version? I think it was last year during TOTS. It was a very, very good card. He's always pretty meta. Maybe not as meta in real life as he is in the game. He's getting a Al Nassr SBC right there, as is Giroud. Giroud back to the Ligue 1, and he's getting an SBC as well. This is predicted to be 5 playstyle pluses and 98 rated. That would be a pretty crazy card there. But it is no 99s at least leaked yet. And as we will mention once more, there's probably going to be leaks again today, not just for more transferred players, but also for some of those cards that could be re-released in packs. We're talking about 98 rated or 97 rated shapeshifter icons. We, of course, had the Maradona. I'm still looking out for a Cantona. We still could have a shapeshifter Ronaldinho SBC, shapeshifter Cruyff, maybe. And then it's also worth noting EA could drop. It's very possible starting this week, we could get 99 rated player SBCs that have been released in packs, like dropped as SBCs. Like Caroline Grant Hansen is one of the cheapest 99s, I believe. She could be one of the first that we have released as a Footies player SBC. EA has done this basically the last couple of years of Footies. After a certain amount of time, these will come out as SBCs. So that is one thing to note. Watch out for more leaks again for preseason content and other preseason content related to FC26 packs as well in objectives and evolutions. That's going to be the main place for that. Of course, we'll be covering that very closely because that's probably the most important part of this promo is playing FC25 now, having the chance of packing 99s, but then also getting FC26 packs. And the last question to answer that we don't really have an answer to yet is, what is in packs? We know it's going to be a re-release. We just don't know exactly what is going to be in preseason batch number 1. Of course, Footies batches end, preseason batches begin. There should be Footies, there should be Road to the Finals and Shapeshifters a part of it, but watch out for more leaks to get more info on that today. The last thing to discuss for today is Thursday content. What else are we getting besides the season? It's just the last day to pack these 99s that are in packs right now, which, if you're watching the stream yesterday, we were lucky enough to get another 99 rated card. It was, again, from an 83 plus player pick. I cannot believe this luck with the 83 plus picks. Do not sleep on them. I guess that's all that I have to say about 83 plus player picks right now. We packed 99 Doué, of course, right before PSG went on to upset. But it wasn't even upset. Like, Spurs played better and then they just folded, and PSG showed why they are the Champions League winners. I mean, coming from behind and beating Spurs. Deserved win, but also Spurs were the better team for most of the match. Just frustrating, man. Promising for Spurs and frustrating at the same time. But it is the last day to pack these 699s that are in packs right now. Guys, all I'll say is do your 83 plus picks because you just never know when there's going to be a 99 coming out of those as well. But hopefully today we have a nice, or tomorrow we have a nice re-release put back into packs that gives us a lot of opportunity to continue to chase 99s. The thing is, we just need Road to the Finals and we need 99 rated from the Women's Euro team re-released in packs. That's the key. Put some of these cards back in packs. Put some of the Road to the Final winners like the PSG, the Spurs, the Portugal cards, man. The Portuguese cards haven't even been re-released in packs yet. I know some people really want to collect those. Some people are also asking, going off of the PSG discussion here, are they going to drop a 99 rated PSG team? There's no shot for the Super Cup that they're going to do that. There's already a 96 rated PSG team. I don't think that EA would really worry about that right now. I think the last one we saw was the Women's Euros winners. So that's kind of what we're looking at for today's content on Thursday. It's all about the new season pass, and it's all about what's upcoming with the rest of preseason. Hopefully this video is helpful to you guys, and hopefully you guys are still chasing the 99s. One last day for this team, and then the chase will get a little bit different with this new batch in packs for preseason, I do believe. But make sure you got your coins saved up for this season pass. Again, I hope it's a little bit less than 500K. We'll know after this video goes live very shortly how much it is going to cost. Team of the Year, Jude Bellingham. Very nice pack pull right there. But I'll leave you guys there with the video today. If you did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And of course, subscribe if you're new. I'll leave you guys with a little bit of hint as well. We have a very special stream the next 2 days coming up on the Twitch and on the YouTube, because we'll be live in both places at the same time. But make sure you come through today around the content drop. We'll be checking out the brand new season, and we will be checking out what other content we have leaked and keeping up to date with everything related to FC26 and what's going on with preseason in FC25. But that's the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And of course, subscribe if you are new. And I will catch you guys in a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. Catch you guys there. Peace out.